Hello, everyone. This is Tara for What's Up Wednesday on May 22nd. And today we are going to be covering how to set up IDX and get it as a property search on your website. And I'll show you how you can add that to your website as well. First, to go through a couple of things, next week we are going to be covering the property flyers. Where you can go to edit those. We did release new property flyer editing quite a few months ago. So it's a great new way to edit flyers for your listing. So we'll go through that next week. One new thing I wanted to show you guys was you now have the ability to clone a personal website. So really, I know people have asked for this for a while. So now you have the ability to clone a personal website. So I'm just going to show you in two different kinds of accounts how that works. So just give me just a second and I will get that started. Okay, so for an agent, cloning a personal website, you can literally just go to personal on the left side of your screen, go to personal websites. Being slow this morning. There we go. To clone it, all you have to do is click on these three bars over here on the right, and then you're going to see clone this site. So you'll just click that. It'll say this will clone this URL to your account, this personal website, and then just click clone it. It'll say it was cloned, then you just click OK, and then it will just add it to the bottom of your list here. You'll see it added it right here at the bottom. And it has all of the same pages that you have on that original one. So if you added a bunch of pages and then say you wanted to do a community website, but you want it to have all the information that your agent website has on it too, you can clone your main website. And then for the cloned one, you can just add in some cool community pages to just make it about that community, but with all of the other information on it as well. You can do whatever you want with the cloned website, but just so you know it's there, you can clone these websites. If you are a sponsor, cloning a website looks just a little bit different. For a sponsor account, I've got one pulled up here, either a broker, loan officer, whatever kind of sponsor. When you click on the three little dots to clone the website, you'll also click on clone this site, but then the next screen you see is a little bit different. It asks you, how do you want to clone this website? Do you want to just clone it to your own account, or do you want to clone it to all of your agents' accounts as well? So say if you're a loan officer, you create a website all about a specific type of loan or something special, and you want all of your agents to have access to that website, you can literally create that website and then just clone it to all of the agents, push it down to all of their accounts. Or you can choose what specific agents you want that cloned website to push down to. Really cool feature. And then you would just click clone it here. Just so you know that that feature is there. If you wanted to clone a website, just remember it's under the three dots on your personal website page. Now, let's get started with our IDX. For the IDX, setting up that function is the property search function. It does not have anything to do with pulling your listings into your agent marketing account to create the single property websites. That is a different function. That is called MLS pull. The IDX access, IDX property search, whatever you want to call it, that is for the property search function for your website. To set that up, and I'm going to pull up an agent account that doesn't have it set up yet so that you know what it looks like. To set up the property search function or IDX function, however you want to call it, it's called both. You're going to click on the little wheel or the gear in the top left corner of your account and then click on IDX access. If you've never set up the function before, then your screen is going to look like this. It's going to be blank. It's going to tell you to click the add new button to add your first IDX search. What you are going to have to do first, and it will tell you this, once you click add new, it's going to tell you before you can add an IDX search, you will need to enter your billing information that will be used. Okay, so first thing you need to do is click on add IDX credit card. Yes, there is an additional fee for this function. It varies per MLS, so you can go to agentmarketing.com and you can find a menu button there that says MLS coverage, and you can type in your MLS and it will tell you what that fee is. You can also call the support team and they can also help you out with that. But so you want to fill out your credit card information first. Then all you have to do is click on add new, and I'm going to switch back over to my account just so I can do this without putting a credit card in. Once you click on add new, it's going to ask you for some required, it's going to have some required fields here that you have to fill out. Not many, but you do need to get those filled out. First, you're going to pick your MLS source. So you'll just pick it from the drop-down menu. It should be listed there. If it's not, then just give our support team a call and we can work to get it added. You're going to want to give it a nickname. Now, in our system, the searches have to be set up by a city or by a zip code. So what you can do is what I do when I'm setting this up, what I've seen a lot of agents do is set it up by a city. So let's say, and that's what I would call the nickname. So let's say we're going to set up a search for Laguna Niguel. Okay, and then we're going to put the zip code for that city here, 92677, I believe that's right. View. So this is how you want it to be viewed on the website. The most popular one is the grid, but you also can choose list or map. Don't worry if you choose one here now and you go to the website and you're like, ew, I don't like how that displays. You can come right back to this area and change it to one of the other ones if you want. So just choose a view, choose a radius. Try to keep in mind that the higher the radius you choose, it may take the page just a little bit longer to load because that's a lot of houses. So we're just going to go with 20 miles right here, and then you have to choose what personal site you want it on. So we're going to put it on our main site. Now you also have these optional values. Just keep in mind if you fill in these optional values, it is going to reduce the number of results that come up. So, so you can leave these blank if you want, or you can choose to input different values in there as well. Another thing you have here, you'll see it at the bottom. Sorry, right here, this pop-up count. This is for the lead generating function for the search. Now, what that means is that you have control over how many houses they can click on before this registration pop-up comes up, and then whether or not it is forced or optional to fill out. So I have it set up here where it will let them click on 5 houses, and then it will pop up. And it is also, I have it set as optional, but if you want it to be mandatory to fill out, then you would just check that box. Once you're done filling the screen out, you're going to click Save. While it saves. Okay, so here's the search I created. One thing you're not going to see on my screen that you will see on yours. Once you get a search added, there is going to be some red notice over here that says MLS approval required. What that means, as soon as you create a search in your account, our IDX team is notified that you have done so. They will then be sending you paperwork, instructions on MLS approval, that kind of stuff. So that all has to be done before your search is activated, and then it will work on your website. So that is the next process after you create the search. Remember, it will stay in red over here, something I think it says MLS approval required, and that's when you will be notified by the MLS team. It isn't an immediate notification, just so you know, but they do get that paperwork over to you as soon as they can. Okay, so now that we've got another search created, now how do you put it on your website? That's always a good question. Oh, just real quick, just so you know, if you ever needed to go back and edit like the view, how it views on your website or the radius or anything, you would just click on this edit button over here to the right. Okay, so now to add this search to your website, what you're going to do is just click on personal and then personal websites. That'll take you over to your website section. And then all you have to do if you want to add it to your website, you would click on pages. Once you click on pages, you are going to click on add page. All right, my computer's being a little slow. Once you click on add page, you're going to see a bunch of pages over here. You're going to want to click on the agent pages section, and then you're going to click on IDX property search here at the top. Once you do that, you can leave this to say property search, or you can have it say the specific area. So we can just add Laguna Niguel property search, and then you can add the page title. The page title is just, it's like a heading that's on the actual page. So we'll just put the city on there. And then it automatically creates a URL for you. If you have multiple searches set up, it will have a list down here, and you will just choose which search you're setting up that you want to show on the website. So you'll just click add. Once you click add, it's going to reset the page, and you'll see it has been added down here. So there you go. It's that easy to add the search to your website. And then I'll show you what that looks like on the website. Once you have that page added, you can just go view it. And you'll see here it is. It was added right here. And that's that IDX, the property search function. And just so you can see what it looks like when you add it, you can just, I'll go click on one. I have a different one set up. And then you'll just see this is the listing. This is the property search function. They can come over here. They can increase or decrease the radius, put a specific location in. All of this stuff can be filters for the client to use as well for the property search. And then another thing you can add, once you have that property search function set up, you can, like I just showed you, you can add it as a page to your website. You can also add it as a search bar on your home page. So if you wanted to do that, you're going to click on options. Once you click on options, it's going to open up the website editor. You're going to go to, I always forget which one. Let's check and make sure. Homepage design, okay, the homepage design section. We're going to put this, and then you're going to see right here where it says hide property search, so that would turn it off. Just leave that unchecked if you want this search bar to show up on the homepage. That way they can search right from there. So remember, that's in the homepage design section from options for your website. So just remember, you can add that to the website as well. Just don't forget, just to go over something really quick, don't forget that when you do set up the function, you do have to go through the approval process before it will work. I know a lot of people will either add the search page to their website and then set up the search function. And of course, it's not going to work until that MLS approval process is complete, and then it's turned on, so to speak, for you. So just remember to set up the property search function, IDX function, IDX setup. It's called several different things. You'll click on the little wheel or the gear in the top left corner, and then click on IDX access. That's going to take you to the screen where you can click on add new to set up a new search function for your website. And remember, you do have the lead generator for that as well. That allows you to click on a certain number of homes. Let's see if I can do it on here real quick to show you what that registration pop-up looks like. So just, if you're a client, you're clicking around, you're looking at different homes, just kind of browsing the property search. I have mine set to 5 probably, so I have to click on a couple of more houses. Hopefully I have this one set up. Let's see. That one may not be set up. Hold on, I'm going to fix this so I can show you what this does. Let me see. This one right here. We're going to edit. And then we're going to put this pop up to 1, just so I can show you quickly. Hopefully I can get this. Oops. There we go. Hopefully this will be what I need to do. If not, you can go in and you can play around with it yourself. Excuse me. Okay, let's see if, oh, nope, I didn't do that one. Okay, but here's a good thing. You can see that this is what we'll see if you don't have the search function set up yet. You'll get this message. If you get this message, that means you've set up the page, but you haven't set up the search function from the little gear in the corner. The registration pop-up is really neat, but I cannot get it to pull up because I don't have the right search on there. So just so you know and remember, you can choose how many houses they can click on before it pops up, and then you have the control over whether it is forced or optional for them to fill out as well. All right, so that covers the IDX setup. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions about IDX setup? No questions today? Anybody have questions about the IDX setup? Yes, Laura, there is a fee, an additional fee to use the IDX. Like I said, it varies per MLS. It's different for every MLS. And it's different depending on if you're an agent paying by yourself. It depends on what plan you're on as to how much it is too. So yes, you can always, like I said, go to agentmarketing.com and click on MLS coverage to find out what your MLS fee is, or you can call our support team and they can also let you know what that fee is as well. Yes, I'm sure there will be questions once you start the process of adding the IDX, and that's what our support team is here for. They are here to help, and they are here to answer any questions you have, so you can always give them a call. And then, or you can even give them a chat, and they can answer any questions you have. Yes, Robert, we do, like I just said, have our support team here to help you. The number's always in the top right corner of your account. And the chat bubble is down in the bottom right corner. Those are both ways you can get a hold of our support team if you do need help. This video will be posted on the What's Up Wednesday YouTube channel in just a few hours. So you can always go there and check out the video again if you'd like to. Laura, your last question, it could be, it varies per account. So it could be, your last question could be true too. Not sure because like I said, it varies per account. Any other questions? No? All right. Well, thanks for coming. Like I said, next week we'll be over the property flyers and how to edit those and everything. And if you need help with anything or need help setting it up or have any questions about the IDX, like I said, feel free to give our support team a call or just give them a quick chat. Thanks, everybody, and have a great rest of your week.